This host's self-obsession is an obstacle. I must track the user who violates my own body.
Nothing new there. Hello! I have done a little bit of looking into this whole thing, and couldn't really find much. The only thing I found was, like, in a Steam post, someone was saying, "Oh man, this is so like One Finger Death Punch. That's like one of my favorite games." As if praising this for it. And the developer replied, "One Finger Death Punch is quite a fantastic game." Or something like that. And I found another thread where someone was saying, "This is pretty fucking blatant. Is this even legal?" And he had a ton of people basically saying, "Yes, it's fucking legal, you moron." And I never thought it was, like, illegal or anything. I don't think they stole intellectual property or whatever. Like, it's clearly not. That copying game mechanics is how the games industry evolves. You copy ideas from other games and put your own twist on them and combine different elements and make your own thing out of it. But that's just the thing. This isn't putting your own twist on it, and that's what I have an issue with. But I've pretty much lost all of my Steam. It's been a couple of days, so all I'll say is this. It's not hard to come up with a tiny little change in mechanics to make something like this heavily inspired, rather than wholesale lifted and scummy and completely fucking unacceptable. As an example, just a couple of random things I came up with over like 5 minutes. They might not even be great ideas, but it's just to give an example of how easy it would be to come up with something that would be equally hard or easy to program and would differentiate it from the obvious source. For example, blocking dudes. Instead of having them be red guys that you have to hit twice, make it so that when they learn to block, you have to punch them, they block your attack, and then, like, time slows to a crawl, and if you keep attacking, they'll just keep blocking and you ruin your combo, and if you stop attacking, they'll counterattack, and then you have to block their counterattack, and then counterattack of your own. And you can block by, for example, pushing the directional key or analog stick toward the opponent. So then you, like, hit them, push towards them, and then hit them again as a counterattack. It's pretty much the same, but it would be different. The dodging guys, instead of having them dodge behind you and then you punch forward and then back, make it so that, like, you punch, you teach them how to jump. Because you jump away from an attack. So then when you punch them, they jump up in the air. And once again, time slows to a crawl, just so everyone doesn't, like, keep running at you. And you have a short window of time to jump up on your own by pressing, like, triangle or up or something. And then punching in the air towards the direction. And if you don't, they, like, fly and kick you in the face or something. And that's just for the enemies, and you could also just make it so that every time a new mechanic gets introduced, every enemy will do it. Because, I mean, that would make more sense, since it is the whole, like, assimilation process with all of them adapting. They wouldn't have just 1 or 2 blockers in a group. So, that's also kind of just weird, and doesn't fit the theme, and makes this, like, copying even more just bizarre. Because it doesn't even fit the game. But what about just changing the base mechanic? Instead of just left attack and right attack, make it so that you can hold down the button to charge an attack. And you don't have a range indicator unless you charge an attack. And then once you do, you see a range indicator grow out and expand quite rapidly. And that's how you know how to hit stuff. Like, you can blind hit without a range indicator, and then it's, like, pretty narrow in a pinch, but if you charge it and then release, you would, like, lunge forward and hit them, and you have to, like, time that, and you could pace the game based on charging, and keeping a combo that way instead of just this wait for them to be in range thing that's going on now. I don't know. I just think this is like completely disgusting and awful and despicable, and it really turns me off to the game and to Over the Moon as a developer. I just can't see any legitimate reason for why you would letter to letter copy basically the entire base gameplay of another game into your game as just a mini game. It doesn't even make any sense. I don't know, I'm just upset about it, but I doubt they will ever see this, and even if they did, they wouldn't give a shit about one consumer's opinion, so it would take a big stink from many people to make them care, I suppose, but honestly, it would be a very simple fix, just changing up a mechanic here and there to make it not as blatant. It would take like a day of programming. But we'll just leave that behind us and not talk about it anymore, because, yeah, I'm just tired of it, and I've said everything I can say, but man, what a disappointing turn of events in this game. So here we go. Also, I noticed, like, when loading in, that we can see the butler when loading in on the objective screen before it, like, fades out to show that we're in the 1, and the 1 is, like, in the middle. So, clearly, the 1 is the second host, and there's gonna be one more host, and then I guess the game is over, which, yes, it's a pretty short game, but I mean, Fall Part 1 was also pretty short. It seems to be a trend in indie games lately where, like, I don't know, games are just becoming shorter and shorter. Like, Owlboy, I just played that, and that felt really short as well. Games just keep getting shorter, especially indie games, and I don't really think that's all that okay. You have to have some, like, actual value for the money, but I don't know, we'll see once we're actually done with this game, who knows.
You are one. The network is one. Connect to the user's signal and determine their location.
I must return to my sanctuary.
Comply, and I will never return.
Signal. Signal located. We are orbital coordinates 39.117 by 125.806.
I chose to be respectful, to foster symbiosis. I could not. He was faulty.
Oh, he's dead. Integrated. Achievements. And there we go. He's gone.
The user is in orbit. Their signal will lead to their vessel's network.
And yeah, you can see there, he was like 2 out of 3. And there's gonna be one more, of course.
I will commandeer a final host to end them.
A final host. Yep. Trace the user signal to their orbiting vessel. Okay, let's just take a quick look at this thing. Use up 1. I used up 1. And I have no capacity to interact with the firewall. So what do we do at this point, really? Can I just randomly, like, enter the red doors? What? Hello? Oh, right, white doors. I thought it was, like, the other way around, where white doors were the normal doors that you could just shoot. But no. Global... Wait, global? Which one is this? Global Network Relay Pylon 227. Have we been here? I guess we've been here? A global network relay pylon. The user's ship is uplinked to the planet's network. I mean, that's new. the user's signal. I am close. Hold on. I don't even remember being here. Nothing. How did I even get here? I'm confused. Right! Yeah, this was just like dark. Yeah, we came from here and this pole was just dark and unpowered. But let's just quickly go back and check those red doorways. I assume it's nothing yet, but we'll just see quick. Yeah, here it is. The signal I follow. Yeah, nothing. Alright, well, never mind. I guess it's something later on. Even though doesn't seem like there is anything later on. Alright, here we go again. And new stuff. Global Network Relay Pylon 227. Casing to protect the network from virtual attacks. This could be used as cover. Okay. So there's gonna be like enemies that shoot stuff and you have to stand behind. Yeah, here we go. Ah, I see. Okay, I understand. So that's like a shield generator thing. That was it? I was gonna like save the dark beam for that enemy. Okay, never mind. An inter-network relay, ping response error, secure network. And I will infiltrate it. Bubble. Why bubbles? A local target connection pylon. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought I did something like that I couldn't do. Reversed. 7th Squadron. This is a Federation ship. Huh. Okay. And same there. Sectioned metal plating. This must be a highly secure portion of the ship. Likely a military subnet. I cannot. A sophisticated firewall protects most of the vessel's components. I will need to find a host unprotected by the ship's military securities. Okay. We can't... What? Huh? What are you doing? Why was it saying that? Wait, because I did that? Yeah, okay. I thought it, like, reappeared over and over when I jumped. So, that's nothing. Moonwalk. Combat? Yep, combat. So I guess we can't go right.
The bulk of the vessel is beyond this causeway. I would not survive traversing it. Some of the darkness absorbs my assaults. If I could harness that capacity, I would endure.
So now we'll get like a shielding power. Seek safer method.
I should not have colluded previously. There may be another method. There is not sufficient time. It may already be too late. I do not want to terminate. Negative. I will endure.
Seek process for enhancement.
I will not be prohibited. I hunt.
So now we have to find more viral load. Yep. Pew. Dark beam. Doesn't do anything. And if I jump up, yeah, it just shoots me. Does it regen if I just sit here for a while, or is it just like until combat is over? And can't you... Wait, hold on. Just keep going. Just face tank it. I could have taken one more hit. No, okay, it's too... Oh, I guess that was the first time I died, because yeah, I haven't even, like... I've never actually died, because it hasn't been very difficult, and we're just right here. Hopefully there's no, like, no death achievement, and I just fucked that up, because that was just for science. Hello. Joseph's terminal recognized me and activated when I entered his shuttle's mini subnet. But do I want to do that then? Supplies for extended solo missions. Ravens often work in isolation. Spare sleeping quarters, organized and clean. My alcove. This room is a mini subnet created by Joseph's shuttle. Emergency supplies for the humans we would sometimes encounter. Joseph's shuttle must be docked on the larger ship. Okay, let's check this, because this is probably like a log, I suppose? Yeah. Maria's vital readout has quit reporting, and my Mark 7 can no longer be traced. Perhaps they ventured into some insulated? Not isolated. Structure or cavern. But I suspect worse. I will persevere. Select next to continue. The virus originated in a derelict facility on the surface. Cover-up detonations eradicated any physical chance of me landing, so I've infiltrated a vessel with superior remote capabilities. Though their fear would ruin us, their hangar's communication relay will prove an efficient tool for breaching the virus facility's network. The echoes should be illuminating. Number R7B was birthed here, but it was not terminated. It is a terrifying process. Activate hangar relay pylon. Let's not do that.
Hunts.
Is that the user or Joseph's? I don't even know. Okay, but let's not do that because we obviously have to. Okay, this part again. So I guess just like shoot this guy? Okay, Dark Beam doesn't one-shot them. And that's half of the viral load right there. But yeah, Dark Beam is not a one-shot, but it's just like equal to maybe 5 shots or 3 shots or something like that, so it's very strong. The user's vessel is expansive. There is space for docking multiple shuttles within this hangar. Isn't it hangar? Is it hangar? Is that how it's spelled? Joseph's ship is docked. If Joseph's is alive, he may be aboard the larger vessel. Man, my reading is like deteriorating at a rapid rate from not even being very solid to begin with. And that's the same. So an inter-network relay currently deactivated. So you need to read the log. There's no choice. You need the backstory. Because fuck your choices. Activate hangar relay pylon. I guess I did it? And then you still have to disengage? Yeah. Okay. Wait, what does it say? Ping response, A.R.i.D. Control attempt R7B. Domesticon label. Wait, hold on, let's wait for our thing to come back, because if there is a battle, I want to have that, like, reloaded. Because if I go into a combat section without the thing reloaded, I don't think you get it. This firewall has been crudely penetrated. However this was achieved, it is permanently inoperable. Okay. Portable steel security fencing, usually installed for emergency containment. A small portion of it is being represented digitally. Saving. Many computers. It is improbable that Domesticon's experiments required this much processing power. These are likely redundancies or security measures. A network access point. Opening it may leave me vulnerable to tracing programs. So that's again just like a log thing, and you have to fight a combat thing section. But we could maybe just ignore it. Yeah, I think we could. So this is just backstory. Well, I think I might just leave it off there for today. I'm pretty tired, and yeah, just... It really kind of turned me off to the game, the whole, like, blatant copy thing. I mean, I'll try to get past it, but it's just very disappointing to see, because, like, the Fall Part 1 really seemed to be, like, it didn't do anything revolutionary or anything, but it was a pretty nice game overall, and seemed to be a project of love, like, definitely something that they wanted to make. But then this comes in, and, like, for the most part, this is good. So far, it's been pretty good, but then one of the main, like, if it is actually just 3 sections of the game, and then the second section, the main mechanic of that section, is just completely ripped off something else, that's just so disappointing. But yeah, I'll move past it, like I said. Next time, we'll read some logs and maybe get into our third and final host. Hope you enjoyed the episode. At least we progressed a little bit. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!